Welcome back, everybody. I'm Tassie with Tassie Eats, and today I'm having some pork katsu, and I also have some takoyaki balls, and this I actually bought. I did not make it myself. I have a video on making takoyaki balls, and I did a video a long time ago on jumbo takoyaki balls that I made at home, and you guys can check out that video. I'll put it in the description below so that way you guys can see the recipe and everything. But then I went to United Noodles. It's a Japanese restaurant and slash grocery store. It's like a huge warehouse, kind of Japanese style. It's just 15 minutes from my house here in Minneapolis. So I went there and I got their katsu. I've been craving the pork katsu, and it's just deep fried, and they give you like this Japanese gravy that typically you pour over it. I'm not a huge fan of doing that just because I like to control how much sauce is gonna hit the actual meat, and then of course it makes it soggy, so I also don't like to do that. So let's go ahead and get started. A napkin. And they gave me this salad. It's basically just cabbage. Well, let's give it a shot since that's already on my plate. It's basically a bit of mayo, sesame oil, and sesame seed. And with cabbage as a salad, to me it's bitter. This isn't like coleslaw. So coleslaw, there's more flavor to it, and it masks the bitterness of raw cabbage. But this one you can taste the bitterness of raw cabbage and a lot of sesame oil. All right, I have some salad. And they gave me a lemon wedge. And that's like a pickled daikon. All right, pork katsu. Mmm. It totally made up for that salad. God, and I paid $19.45 exactly for all of this after tax and everything. And there's not many places I know of that actually serves the pork katsu that's Japanese. Normally they'll have like a donburi. I think Masu at Mall of America though, they actually have this dish too. And this sauce here, you guys, just know, it does depend on some restaurants. Sometimes, most of the times, they're going to use like a tonkatsu sauce for this. And I've had other restaurants where they actually use a curry gravy type, or Japanese curry gravy. I prefer it to be the Japanese curry gravy. Pickled radish. I always call it pickled daikon, but it's pickled radish. If you've never had this before, it's basically octopus meat in here. And my recipe, there I also put ground beef in mine. But this is basically They put some onions in here. They put some tempura batter. They also put like this red kind of ginger. It's not the ginger you eat with sushi, but it's kind of like it. To me, it tastes the same, but it's red and it's like little shreds. It's basically flour, and they also put like a broth, a fish broth in here, and some salt and soy sauce and stuff like that. So that's how you basically make it. And the toppings, you just add it. There's a tonkatsu actual sauce, and then these are their bonito flakes. I put like green onions on there and some seaweed as well. Mm. Mm. Takoyaki balls. Super good, you guys. Mm. That was a lot of octopus in there, like 3 pieces. Now, one thing I don't want you to be alarmed if you ever try this, because you're like, oh, Tassie eats. It is really good. The inside seems like it's a little undercooked. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like a solid kind of cooked ball. The batter, it's a little undercooked. So don't be alarmed if you eat one and it's like really, really mushy, okay? Because when I first had this, I didn't like it. Because of that mushiness, it was really off-putting to me. Mm-mm. Most people like it though. The flavor. Um, if you don't like octopus, make it with ground beef. Don't do steak. You want to do ground beef. Mm-mm. And you know, the pork katsu is really easy to make at home, you guys. Mm-mm. Now the takoyaki balls, if you guys don't have like a pan, because they recommend you buy the pan. If you don't have a Japanese grocery store near you, you can always order off of Amazon. But if you guys have like the baby cake pans, even like the ones that you use in the oven or the one that actually is electrical, you can just make it using a baby cake pan. You don't need to actually buy a takoyaki pan. Mm, mm, mm. I'm gonna put this in the tonkatsu, the takoyaki sauce. Now this sauce here, this is a sauce that normally I eat like deep fried stuff with. Um, it has a really bright, tangy kind of A1 sweet sauce taste to it. Whereas the takoyaki taste, it is different. It's not as tangy and bright. It's more subtle and salty and it's savory. And I don't know, they're both good for different things. I wouldn't mind dipping it into this sauce, and I actually have the bottle of this sauce too, the tonkatsu sauce. This is the tonkatsu sauce. And I actually have a bottle of the tonkatsu sauce, and I have a bottle of the takoyaki sauce. The salad I do not like, so I don't want to eat it anymore. last takoyaki ball. And I'm eating some rice with my takoyaki balls because it's a bit rich in flavor. So I had to balance it out with my white rice. Woo! That one was good. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys.